Ko Maria Potaka toku ingoa, no Wanganui ahau. I'm born in Taihape, raised in the Waimarino, and spent most of my adult life in the Rangisike, in Rata, Martin and Hunterville. I'm a registered nurse here in Wanganui, and throughout the last 2 years I have spent a lot of time in the COVID space. I worked in the community-based assessment centres at Te Awaranganui in the first lockdown we had. So we want to give us the opportunity to stop the infection from getting further. So we want you to stay home, not invite people into your home, but we also want to protect your bubble inside that home too. So if there's lots of you in the home, we want to make sure that that person is not just isolates. Not the nicest word, I guess. It sounds quite, I don't know, because we don't want to isolate people. That's that. So, but we actually have to keep them in an area that the rest of us are limited in our contact with them. Doesn't mean we can't talk to them. We could still talk on the other side of the door, but we do need to keep them isolated within our home and stop us from spreading it while trying to reduce the spread of the infection. So they could be the last people to use your bathroom at the end of the night or the morning or whatever part of your day, so you could all go and do what you need to do, and then they come in after, so then you can still clean the bathroom afterwards, so that person could wipe down all the surfaces. I guess that's not always going to be able to happen with the toilet, I guess it's making sure that you're organised within your toilet space so that you have cleaning products to clean afterwards. Just trying to reduce the opportunity, and washing your hands. A lot of people, I guess, carry around a lot of the alcohol rubs these days, but actually good old soap and water should be your first point of call. So if you've got soap and water, just making sure that you follow the hand washing and wash them for 20 seconds at least, yeah. I know that it seems like it might not happen to your whānau, but I think that we should be thinking that if it does happen to our whānau, what does that look like for us? So if we are the only adult in that home and they have tamariki, then who else? Because you probably are going to have to self-isolate together if you are a positive and they are your close contacts, but who else could be part of that bubble to help looking after those children? So having people that don't have other medical conditions that would be more at risk if they got it. And so I guess that is who do we know that can help us out in those times? And I think that it is about that whānau planning is actually being prepared so that we know who are the people that could come in and look after our babies if we need to, and our kaumatua for that matter, like if they're on their own, who could help them in that situation? Lots of technology these days. I mean, it seems silly that we might have to FaceTime somebody in another room, but I do think we have to stay connected. It's a big part of who we are. We want to be connected, but we do want to stop the risk of infection, and we wouldn't want to be going into the rooms regularly. I guess there's lots of things we could do. But technology is probably the best. You could sit outside the door, I guess, because you still want the door to be closed, but I think that we could think about how we might do that safely. The messages coming through are clearly that we don't want that person to be within our space, and if they are, and we don't, because there are going to be times where you're not going to be able to do that, so you want to make sure that you're masking and you're using that 2 metre distancing if you don't have any choice, but we definitely don't want everybody in the same space as the person who is positive. Not leaving your home, not having visitors, and keeping your distance in your homes.